Welcome back to XM Natural Hair and Color Studio in St. Louis, Missouri. I am San Marie and I am doing a custom copper color and silk press, as you can see at the beginning. Her hair is virgin, and a virgin canvas is like, I'm like a kid in a candy store when it comes to doing color on virgin hair, because it's a clean canvas. I don't mind doing color over existing color or even a color touch up, but I just love having a clean canvas to work with. I got a little PR box from Redken, so I am using these shades to create a copper blonde. I am using color oil gels, which is a permanent color, level 5 copper, for her base. So you can see me applying this color all throughout her head, and then I'm going to go back and weave through to create some copper highlights. So the thing about this darker color, as you can see, I am applying it to her roots first, and then spreading it down. And with this color being so dark, and with me only using the 20 volume, I don't have to worry about her getting hot roots. Now it's going to process faster at the scalp, obviously, because the scalp has more heat. And I usually try to kind of wrap the rest of her hair and put it closer to her scalp so that it can also help to process. Now the it's a level 5 color. Her natural hair, I would say, is probably about a level 2, maybe even a 3. So it's not, not too far off. I really just kind of want to see the distinct copper tone, and then it's gonna all blend together. So as you can see, I'm taking that hair and I am kind of forming it to sit close to her scalp. So this is what I do when I want to shift the base a little bit or change the base of someone's color if it's still dark but lighter than their natural color. So that's just a tip for when you want to create a color like this or a technique like this. So you can see I got it all over her head, rinsed out, and I am going back through to add the highlights. So there is a technique to this. I'm not gonna go over the whole technique because the video is not that long. So I'm just kind of showing a little of what I'm doing. I use a balayage board, which is what I'm holding there, and that helps me kind of hold the hair with some tension. It allows me to evenly saturate the hair. So that is what a balayage board is beneficial for. I can also pull it down and work with the placing lightener on the end. So it's much easier for me to do it this way rather than just holding the air or onto a foil. I get better, much more even saturation when I use my board. So, and I'm using 2 foils. I'm not folding it like I would with traditional highlights. I'm just placing one foil on top of the other because I don't need it that bright. It's a copper blonde with her having that dark copper base. When I went back to create the copper highlights, it already had that warmth, it already had that copper tone. So it just worked out seamlessly. This color worked out and blended so well on her. Now it doesn't work that way with all colors. You can't just make somebody's hair a darker color and then go back and do highlights. It just happened to work with this color and with these tones. So I have formulated the color that I want for her toner, and that is what I am going through her hair and applying now. So doing her hair this way allows for a seamless grow out. Like, her hair will look good for a long time. It'll look good for a long time. The maintenance is low. Color wise, the maintenance is low. Not hair, not for her hair care. Anytime your hair is color treated, especially when lightener is involved, you're going to have to pick up the maintenance when it comes to more frequent trims. You want to make sure your hair stays hydrated, it stays moisturized. You want to treat it. You want to incorporate some kind of bonding shampoo like Olaplex or Redken acidic bonding or K18. So you want to incorporate those when you have color treated hair. So it is more maintenance on the hair care side, but as far as her maintaining this color, it should last a pretty long time. It has a pretty good grow out, and I believe she got a lot of compliments on this color. Like, it's one of my favorites. Here I'm just pressing her hair out, and at the time I had gotten a brand new croc iron. I love that croc iron, but I have since realized it's not the greatest for pressing someone's hair out like this. I think it works better with a smaller iron, but this croc iron is still amazing. It works well when a client has like super long hair. It works well if I'm styling the hair. So here I was just kind of trying to get a feel for it, see how I liked it. I don't have any complaints. It's just something that I wanted to throw out there as far as an observation that I made. But you can see how that color has blended. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I did not do a full haircut on her, but I did go through and clean up her ends. You can see she had a couple inches of split ends. You could see, I think it's been a while since her last trim, but no biggie. Anytime I do a hair color, I am going to do some kind of cut. It just goes hand in hand, like every time. Color and cut. If you get a color from me, you can pretty much expect we're going to be doing some cutting or some trimming. So you want to get those oldest ends off of your hair. Give your color a chance to thrive, and it'll give you a good head start on the maintenance. So once you start to incorporate this new routine with this new hair, a good cut, a fresh cut makes that easier for you to do. It really, really does. So you can expect to have more frequent trims usually, especially if you have anytime lightener is involved, highlights or a double process or something like that, you can expect more frequent trims. Adding in heat styling. If you're a frequent heat styler, you're really going to have to make sure that the hair does not dry out. You're really going to have to make sure you stay on top of treating it, trimming it, if you want to keep your hair in the healthiest condition possible. And to me, color and heat are just like a very, very unique duo when it comes to non-relaxed hair. It's something that you really, really have to be careful about. I honestly prefer that my clients keep their hair in their natural state as much as possible if they want color. That's my preference. Now, of course, I have clients that do heat styling in color, but I think it's easier to maintain if it's kept in its natural state. So if you're doing natural styles, wet styles, twists, twist outs, I think you have more success or an easier time maintaining the hair opposed to regular heat styles. So back here, I kept the hair darker intentionally in the very back. Her hair, she had a little bit of damage in the back, so I did not want to put any lightener back there, but it blended very well. So her highlights were strategically placed at the top and in her crown area, but it blended so beautifully. as you can see. So let me know, how do you think it turned out? Do you have any color goals or any hair goals for 2025? Drop them in the comments. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share if you want to keep seeing videos like this. Thank you for watching.